A common goal for many Canadians is to get ahead financially by eliminating debt and managing their finances. This tends to be one of the most common New Year's resolutions for many Canadians, but by March, many people fall off track. To learn how to keep our financial promises to ourselves, Taz Rajan from Bromwich+Smith joins us now. Good afternoon, Taz.
Hi, Christy.
So happy to have you back. Let's start with why it's so hard to stick to our financial goals.
Absolutely. So there is a study by YouGov that shared that, like you said earlier, 29% of Canadians do make New Year's resolutions. 49%, of them, one of the goals is to save more money. But the stats also suggest that 80% of resolutions fail by the second week of February. And we're at the end of March now, right? So it's really tough to keep resolutions unless we actually turn them into SMART goals. And of course, SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. And that is something that resolutions lack.
Fair enough. Now, what is the primary difference then between a resolution and a goal?
Yeah, great question. So, basically a goal is a desired result where we can envision, plan, and commit to achieving, with a specific time or deadline. A resolution is this decision to do or not do something, but it lacks that specific deadline. And you're more likely to achieve a goal if you can just get pen to paper, write out what you want to accomplish, how you want to do it, by when, maybe create a vision board or have affirmations. All of these things will really help to increase our likelihood. And there's tons of research and books on this.
Now, of course, we know it's great to write it down, but sometimes execution of the plan, especially when it comes to finances, can be challenging. So what are some tips that you can share with us?
My biggest tip for that is to automate as much as possible. All banks give you this opportunity where you can automate money to come out of your main checking account and go into, let's say, your savings, a credit card payment, an RSP, your emergency fund. You can even set up other accounts, let's say, for your vacation fund when we're allowed to travel again. So, as soon as that paycheck comes in, if you've got it automated and it just comes out, it really takes that pressure off, and we can find joy in seeing those account balances grow as well.
Absolutely. I mean, that is the goal. Now, we write out and visualize our goals. We automate our payments and savings. That sounds simple enough, but is there anything else that you'd recommend to support people in achieving their financial goals?
Christy, have you ever heard of an accountability partner?
I have, but funny enough, never in terms of my finances.
Okay. So basically, an accountability partner obviously helps you stay accountable to your own goals to yourself. And ideally, it's someone who's already successful in that area. And what they're going to do is support your goals. They're going to encourage you. They'll also give you a little bit of a push when you need it, right? So you want to be able to share your goals, set regular check-ins and updates, and create a safe space for them to follow up and hold you accountable. Now, you're more likely to show up at the gym if you're meeting a friend, right?
Totally.
Same principle. Yeah, so same principle, aligns here. And it can be a friend, a colleague, a coach, or a financial professional. But what's really important that you're really clear with your guidelines and create this safe space.
I love that idea because sometimes we do need that added element of encouragement. Now, we do know in some cases, even after taking all of these steps, some Canadians will still struggle with their finances. So how can people seek out help?
Absolutely. The first thing I want you to do is avoid collections and judgments at all costs. Don't wait for that credit to drown you and have this negative impact on your credit report, because it will. So you want to get ahead of your debt. Speak to your creditors before you're falling behind to renegotiate the terms, get an extension, and of course, speak to a debt relief specialist at Bromwich+Smith. We offer a free personalized, no obligation consultation. You're really going to learn what your different options are to restructure that debt. What is the impact of each option, and how do you go ahead and rebuild?
And I know that people always feel better after having that conversation, really talking about our finances. Thank you so much, Taz, for the great information.
Thanks, Chrissy. Have a great day.